not experience hair loss. You have no idea. Stop lying to us, yeah. Hold on. Oh my Jesus Christ.
How are you?
I'm so good. I've driven 9 hours to see you guys.
9 hours? From where are you coming?
Savannah, Georgia.
Nah, it wasn't worth it. I clicked it. I thought I was seeing something else. I wasn't seeing it. It's okay though. Did I just blow your eardrums out? Sorry. My fault. What can nobody gave me any info on this too, by the way.
Some badges would be nice. Also play Matthew Old Country Please would be a good series.
Nah, facts. Why'd they ask me to ban you earlier? Ushers, close the doors. What'd you do? Anyway, chat. Real quick, let me get this out the way. Oh, okay. Never mind. Somebody had a link. Why he go silent? He not responding to my question. He not responding to my question, chat. I don't know what to take away from this. Let me ease my way into this so I can get through to the next part. I promise. This is gonna be 5 minutes. The ambivalent sexual sexism inventory is one of the most famous instruments for measuring sexism against women. So basically, I got accused of sexism earlier in the chat off something completely just ludicrous. And it's time for me to prove that I'm really an ally and I'm good in every hood. I'm good. Wow, I was about to, yeah, maybe I am, but to an extent, because like the word that was just about to come out of my mouth would have been like the most Trump shit ever. Women seek control over men in long-term heterosexual relationships. Okay, I'm gonna give you the way that this question is being asked right now is dishonest. What actually ends up happening is women gain control over men in long-term sexual or heterosexual relationships. But I disagree that they seek it. But they do end up gaining it depending upon certain parameters and facts. You know what I'm saying? In certain situations. I'm not saying that I agree, but there is a way to answer this question. This question is being asked the wrong way. 100%. You're not hearing what I'm saying though. Again, because you're thinking from a one-track mind. You're not thinking with the glass all the way full. Your shit half full. But I would generally disagree that they seek it. But low-key to an extent though. Wait, hold on. Just wait. Hold on. Wait, just wait.
This question is meant to set you up.
I know. But this is the thing. I'm about to frame it from the male perspective. Men seek dominion over the person that they're trying to get in a relationship as well, oftentimes. I'm not treating this as if it's an abnormal thing. When you say seek control, I don't think you mean like, oh yeah, I want to like keep this person underneath like in a closet or something like that. But like genuinely people want some type of ownership when they see something that they like. I'm not even trolling. That exists for men and women. I'm not lying. That's not woke. I'm just saying that's generally what they want. They don't say it, but like that's in a roundabout way, that's what happens. So it's not their fault. It's no one's fault. Ownership sounds weird. Exactly. So you got to try to mask it by saying something else. But I don't really think this is anyone's fault. I'm going to just stay neutral here because I don't really think that this is a bad thing. I'm going to be 100% honest. I don't think that's a horrible thing. It just sounds bad when you break it down. Women are just as rational and logical as men. They can be. They can be. Are they? Like, they have the ability to be. This assumes that every man is rational and logical, and that's not the case. So, as rational and as logical as whom is the bigger question. You know what I mean? That's really what we got to ask ourselves here. What's the rationality and the logical, threshold for the average man? What is that? We don't know what that is. All we know is they think that there's a standard for logic within men and rationality within men, and they want to know if women are just as that. And I mean, I would say they have the ability to be, but I don't know. Shit tough. It's a tough question. Doing too much, yes or no? The question requires additional thoughts. Sorry. I don't know what you want me to say. There's a lot of dumb niggas. Sean, shut up. You sound like a misogynist. You sound scary. I'm not scared. I'm just explaining that there's multiple ways to come to different conclusions to these types of questions. I would generally tend to agree But then it depends on who you asking. I mean, I feel like this is another neutral question. Like, cause like, what are we asking here? If a country has a compulsory military conscription, that conscription should apply to men and women equally. Wait. Cause they threw a curveball. Why are they asking me about this now? I know it's asking me, but I'm saying I'm thinking about this from like, okay, I'm gonna think about this right now, but I'm gonna feel different tomorrow when I answer this question. You're not hearing what I'm saying though. This is like, why are you asking me this question? I mean, if the women want to be treated the exact same way in the military, then cool. But like, I don't see women asking to be automatically put in the system. You know what I'm saying? To be potentially drafted if we run out of military assets or people that want to sign up or something like that. I don't see them asking to be automatically, you know what I'm saying, considered if they need extra people to be drafted. So I would say no, but if they're in the system, then yeah. Like, what am I supposed to say? Is my mouth isn't dry. I'm just saying. Like, in general, nobody should be like enlisted. Like, nobody should be. So what do I say? Just disagree? Like, nobody should be in, but they don't give me that option. You talking a lot? Because I have thoughts. Nigga said I'm fence sitting for saying that no one should be at war. That's a fence sit. Oh, yeah, I'm about to kick. Yeah. See, this is why. Like, maybe maybe they're right. I don't know. Like, what are you talking about? Nigga said I'm just talking for saying that you shouldn't be at war. Wow. Holy shit. Yeah. Shit nuts. I don't know how to answer this question. Do I have to stay neutral again? What the fuck? You're saying put my answer. I don't have an answer. I don't think anyone should be at war. I don't think it should apply equally to women because I don't think they should be there. What do I say to this? Disagree? Women are generally better people than men. Oh my God. What the fuck? What are you talking about? No, they're not. They're not. No one's good. They're not even allowing me to be like glass half full. Like, what is this? Generally better people than men. What are we saying here? That's true we are? No, y'all just don't do as bad shit as men. But in your heart of hearts, I don't feel like a lot of people are good people. But there are people that are worse than others. But better people, what are we using this as a rubric for? Just violent crimes? If that's the case, then sure. But like, I feel like there's other ways to be horrible too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn, what the fuck? How do I answer this? This is a loaded question once again. No, it's not nobody's perfect. That's not what I'm saying.
Hey Sean, unrelated, but have you watched the Astro World documentary on Netflix?
Have you watched me, Bandy?
NGL Live Nation and Travis need to be held accountable for that. Crazy how for Utopia people still went.
We all know this. This test is low-key career suicide. It's not. You just gotta have a gift of gab. Women are generally better people than men. I don't understand what this question is supposed to be. But if we just looking from an analytical perspective and crimes being committed, then yes, I would agree. Women have a special sensitivity that men could never achieve. Oh, fuck, man. What does that mean? That's a disagree. That's a big disagree. Men could never achieve? Nah, I'm sorry. They're not even trying to allow me to go against the narrative. Hold on. I'm trying to drag. They're not letting me drag it. Yo, what the fuck? They won't let me drag it. This is no way. Hold on. Let me stop. Okay, bet. They weren't letting me drag it before. They let me drag it before, but they didn't let me drag it this time. I don't get it. A good woman should be put on a pedestal. Oh my God, bro. Like, what are we talking about, bro? No, I disagree. Nobody should be put on a pedestal. But here's the thing, though. What this creates, hold on, hear me. What this creates is a dichotomy. It creates a line in the sand for the way men treat women that they think or perceive to be good versus those they perceive that aren't good. So they think that respect only goes to people that they determine are good versus those who they think may not be as good based off certain, you know what I'm saying, decisions that may or may not be perceived as reprehensible. For example, OnlyFans workers. You get what I'm saying? So I don't feel like this is something that I should agree with. Low key is all I'm saying. So we gonna say disagree. Even though the premise seems decent, you know what it turns into on God. See how you clean up your PR in 2 seconds? That's nothing, gang. I got this shit on lock. Women are too eager to interpret innocent remarks as sexist. Nah, they not. But I don't visit, like, I'm not on the internet. In real life, I never hear women complain about sexism. They say it in ways that are like, they talk about it in ways that are like extremely overt that you literally couldn't disagree with unless you were trying to be like, oh, I want to minimize every little issue that you're going through, XYZ. But in real life, women don't ever make a big deal out of shit like this, for the most part. Even though they could, they just don't. So I feel like that's like a non-issue. Men should sacrifice to ensure the well-being of women. It depends on what it is. It definitely depends on what it is. Like, what type of sacrifices are we talking about? Like, how many more? Like, what type of sacrifices do y'all want? What do you want? If you were a woman, like, what would you want a man to sacrifice for you? Outside of what I feel the obvious to be. You hit a woman to get out of sleep paralysis, you're sexist. That was an accident. Niggas said they want it all. Yes, equal pay. I don't feel like that should come at the expense of... Well, it would, actually. I'm thinking of lower class, lower tier workers, though. I'm not thinking of, like, higher up. Yeah, it just depends on what it is. This is another vague one. I'm gonna go right here because I don't know what they mean. Women are too easily offended. Nah, I'd say the opposite, to be honest. Niggas is really sensitive, but they'll never say that they're sensitive. That's the crazy part. Gender equality and equal rights are entirely reasonable demands. Sure. I don't see a problem with that. Women have just as much a sense of honor and duty as men. Depending on what, I mean, sure, they can. I mean, come on, like, am I gonna disagree? Women seek special favors under the guise of equality. Nah, that's niggas 100%. Oh my god, bro. Am I, like, what do you call that? Can I be, like, anti-sexist? Women should, wait, hold on, let me go back real quick. What? How is this even a question? Women should be cherished and protected by men. I mean, yes. I mean, who's saying no, though? This is an easier question. They're not giving me like, they're not triggering my brain to think about shit. Women have nurturing capabilities that men can never. Come on, bro. Just stop this. Stop this. Any woman agreeing with this is an idiot. Because why would you say that and put yourself in a position where you feel like your mate could never, you know what I'm saying, support your kid in the event that something happened to you? Why would you ever even want to be with somebody like that? Absolutely not. You should easily disagree with this. Breastfeeding? Hold on, what's the question again? I still disagree. I got boobs too. What are we talking about? Chat, can men lactate? I think we can. We can, low-key. Niggas just ain't put their mind to it yet. Women tease men sexually on purpose. They can. Oh, I see what they trying to do here. I see what they trying to do. You want me to say yes and agree so that in context where they're not and a dude does try something, he can get off. I'm not agreeing with that. But they do it from time to time on purpose. What are you talking about, bro? Stop. You know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. This is a sick ass question, bro. This is a super sick ass question. Never heard of a nigga having mommy milkers, but K. Have you seen Dave Blunt's? Anyway. No, we just don't think that. No, we don't. Y'all just think that. No. You do, but for the person that you want to do something with is what I'm saying. In general, when you're doing your day-to-day, I'm not thinking this. No normal person is thinking this. But the way that the question is framed, it's like, what do you mean? Like regular, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are we talking about? I'm gonna go with disagree. Nigga said how am I failing? Women have a more refined sense of culture that, oh my God, no, I'm sorry. What are you saying? No. No. But neither one do. What do you want me to say to this? Like, how? Like, where's the statistics? More refined sense of culture? Like, what? Niggas said, yes, the fuck we do. Niggas don't read. Oh my god, I'm about to sound like such a misogynist. Who wrote the book you're reading right now, dumbass nigga? My fault. Nigga said I'm a fence sitter. I just don't know how to answer this question. Like, how am I supposed to say, like, what? How would I quantify this? Okay, who's more religiously centered is the bigger question, right? Nah, that's not a good question either. Fuck. This shit tough. Who was the bigger Christian in your grandparents' household or in your family household dynamic? Like, who kept the family together when times were tough? Type vibe. I don't really know if that speaks to culture, but it does speak to commitment and like maybe like duty. Grandma, a lot of people saying women. A lot of people saying women. Women curate the villages. Okay, but who go get the meat? That's at the end of the day, it's where does the meat come from? That's really my biggest concern. And then niggas gonna be like, well, who cooks the meat? I'm just saying, bro. I can eat the meat raw. I'm just saying, fuck the meat, bro. The meat is why we're here. What are you talking about? Women give birth to villages too. There's no birth without. Okay, like how many times are we gonna keep doing this? Refine. I'm gonna just stay on the fence on that one. I'm gonna be honest. I really don't know how to answer that. You know what? I'll go back and I'll just slightly agree. When women lose fairly, they claim it's due to discrimination. When women lose fairly, lose what? Sports, job opportunities. Like, what are we talking about? This is a setup. They're not even giving me nothing. Like I don't even have a rubric to follow. I don't know what they mean. Obviously, if it's fair, it's not going to be discriminate. I don't know. Women exaggerate the problems they face in society? No, I heavily disagree.
I think it's a sexist that made this test, not gonna lie.
Yeah, because I'm not understanding what do you, like, how do I even answer this? Like, what? A woman cannot be happy without a man to look after her. Oh my fucking God. If a man and a woman go out on a date, the man should not necessarily pay. I agree with this. And once again, you know what I'm saying? You have to agree with this because in the event that you say no, you putting women in that position where it's like, okay, eventually, even if it goes without saying, or eventually, even if no one says anything about it, it's like, all right. This goes back to the favor conversation.
Twitch did not let me know you went live. Ain't that ish crazy?
I know that is crazy. Huh? Men should pay? No, here's what I think. Like I said before, whoever asks is whoever should pay. That's just what it is. There's no, this person is gonna pay this or do this. It's just whoever asks.
Unfortunately, I've met the men who talk like these test questions all the time.
The thing is, I feel like the women that are saying that have never asked a man out. Like, you never probably invited him to, hey, I want you to come with me to do X, Y, Z, or let's come do this or X, Y, Z. Like, if you initiate the outing, then yeah, you should, maybe for at least one. I'm not saying you got to pay for like the whole thing, but it's generally customary and mannerable if you invite somebody out that you have some money on the day, is all I'm saying. I'm not saying that I'm coming with nothing or nothing like that with the expectation that if I get invited, then the other person got me. But at the end of the day, it's just like, if I look and you not, like, you ain't forking over nothing, but you created the day, like, I ain't gonna lie, that's kind of nasty, bruh. It's kind of screaming broke. If you ask the dude, he's gonna expect you to pay. That's not necessarily true. That's not necessarily true. Even if you get invited a lot of the time, like, just because I've been invited doesn't mean that I haven't still paid sometime, but it's still like, you know. Like, if I see the wallet, that's the difference. When I see the wallet, then I'll still pay, but it's the attempt that I'm like, all right, bet. Like, you was about to do it. I'm not gonna let you, but you was about to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have to at least see that you would have tried. Some people just don't have the same compassion and respect. So a test, it's not really a test. It's just more like a, damn, I feel like I'm not gonna let you. Like, the instinct within me gets triggered, but of course, when I see it, I'm like, oh yeah, that's fire, that's dope. I'm glad you was gonna, but I'm not gonna let you right now. That don't mean that I've never let him, because I definitely have. So just putting that out there. In an emergency, women should not necessarily be rescued before men. I mean, it depends on a lot. If I see a man and his child and one lonely girl, I'm sorry, bro. Like, what we talking about? If I'm able to get both, like, am I gonna leave him fatherless to go get the girl at the back of the bus just to make sure that I got a woman off too? I'm taking the dude and the son. If they both right there, sorry, girlie. Like, this is what it is. What if they both got kids? If I don't see the kid on the bus with you and I'm able to save, like, I'm sorry, like, out of sight, out of mind. But if a dude is with his son or he got a baby in his hand and he didn't steal it, I'm getting him and the baby off the bus if I have the ability to. Nigga said women and children first. If she's at the back of the bus and he's right next to his son, I'm getting them both off first. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? She's getting left behind. I'm sorry. Even if he did steal it, save the baby, though. Bro, if he's right next to the baby, I'm going to grab them both. Imagine I'm Superman and I don't have the speed. Even though that sounds crazy, let me switch. Imagine I'm Spider-Man and I don't have the ability and the speed to get everybody off the bus. I'm getting the man and his baby. What are we saying? Nigga said get the baby and leave them both. And leave the baby fatherless? Y'all don't think or use your brain in any capacity. That's what be like. Yeah. Women fail to appreciate all the things men do for them. This is situational. Case by case basis. What things? I think everybody can be guilty of this. How am I supposed to answer this shit? Women fail to appreciate all the things men do for them? In general? No. This really varies, to be honest. Disagree and get your sexist result. How would that be? Bro, this is a bad quiz. It's not even a good quiz. What the fuck? Hostile sexism. Wait, why is there a not, like, there isn't even an ability for a result? There's not even a, like, what the fuck does that even mean? What? Benevolent sexism? Hostile sexism? This isn't right. No, it's not. Attitudes towards women that may seem positive on the surface, but also serve to perpetuate gender stereotypes and gender inequality. I don't believe that, to be honest with you. And the way that these questions were asked, 100%, again, I feel like is indicative of someone that does not look at all situations. Like, they're not even, like, some of these questions are just bad. I'm just being honest. This is a dog shit test. It is. Nigga said this seems accurate. It's not, though. That's the problem. You don't fuck with women, bro. All right, see? This is why I don't like, this is partially or, like, practically, like, generally, like, why? Like, a lot of shit be happening. Should I do a different quiz? This was only 4 questions. This one's 10 questions. There's no way I'll fuck this one up. What's the idea behind? Oh, I see, now you speaking my language. Some people are sexier. Bro, what the fuck? How is this, like, why is this listed? Okay, come on. I can get this. See, with this, there's a right answer. There's a right answer here. So now I can 100% confirm my lack of sexism. Who is affected by sexism and sexist behavior? Only sad, lonely feminists, just girls in miniskirts, women and girls disproportionately. Damn, see the way that they answered this question, I feel I fuck with this because everybody's affected by it, but it is women and girls disproportionately. See, there's a right answer. Someone tweets she's full of shit, but I wouldn't mind a piece of that about a woman. Wait, about a woman journalist. Common part of the life, women journalists, who cares? Only a tweet for new speech. Yeah, whatever.
Morning Seaman, what did I miss?
Apparently I'm 15% benevolent sexist. But we about to change those odds right now, I promise you. Dave is coming home and is starving. He can wait for his girlfriend. She knows what he likes to eat. Consider eating cat food. You see how they got the picture of the mom and the baby over a burning stove with a pot and a pan in her hand? Why don't they have a closet? Why don't they have a closet? Why is the laptop right next to the tacos? Why are you making tacos and there's bacon and eggs? See, they're not even creating realistic scenarios with the imaging. What the fuck? Like, you didn't say anywhere in this that David had a child. He said David is coming home and is starving. He can wait for his girl. Where's the kid come into play? I'm gonna be honest, bro. If I'm coming home and I'm starving, why wouldn't you be making food? I'm not saying you have to, but at the end of the day, it's like, why wouldn't there be food? I don't understand. I genuinely don't get that one. That's not even a woman thing. If I had if somebody was staying with me and they knew I got off at a certain time and you have food in the fridge, why wouldn't you cook? She's busy with the kid. They don't have a fucking kid. There's no child. It's a stock image. It's a stock photo. This doesn't apply. Here we go. Niggas saying they do. No, they don't, bro. No, they don't. No, they don't. Consider eating cat food. Tiger will be happy to share. Open the fridge and start cooking. Wait for his girlfriend. She knows what he likes to eat. I don't feel like A or C is a bad question or a bad answer. I don't. But I feel like they're attaching girlfriend to it. In reality, it's anybody who's at home should do it. This like if I came home and I saw that the garbage can was full. I'm going to be pissed off. Because that's not a man's job or a woman's job. That's just a basic thing to do if you're in a house. Why isn't it clean? Why is the garbage can full? Why are the dishes not done if you've been here all day? That's not sexist. That's just cleaning up after yourself. What are we talking about? Nigga said 1950s piss off. You're not getting me. You're not hearing me. You're just not hearing me. But if I answer this any other way, then open the fridge and start cooking despite the fact that I've been at work for 42 hours in a 24-hour day. You get what I'm saying? If I answer it any other way, I'm sexist. Shit crazy. I'm going A, because fuck it, bro. Like, what do you mean wait for his girlfriend? He's not waiting for his girlfriend. She already called and saying, babe, I'm cooking this. She already know. A human skill. Listen, chat, I made my meal for the whole week, so I'm just saying. But at the end of the day, it's like, dude, what? I'm doing this with the assumption that there's no kid. See, I'm not about to fail the test, bro. There's no food in the fridge. Come on, bro. I'm gonna be honest. You can lie to yourself as much as you want. What good are you? I'm just gonna be honest. What good are you? For the birthdays, Aunt Annie gave a mini vacuum cleaner to her niece and a mini drill to her nephew. Look at this shit. Like, what? You don't, like, maybe Aunt Annie knows her fucking niece and knows her fucking nephew. Now, a vacuum cleaner does not sound like a fun toy, no matter who you give it to. So, that is fucked up. That is fucked up, I'm not gonna lie. Who the fuck wants a vacuum cleaner for a gift? I don't know. That's kind of crazy. My colleague John makes a joke about the new trainee's breasts.
And I bust that nigga.
I burst out laughing. This guy is always so funny. Hey, John, what did you just say? How could you miss him? What was she thinking wearing that sweater? You can see him through the sweater? My fault. Yeah. But that's an internal thought. I would never say that and support the misogyny in the room. But Jesus Christ, what do you mean through the sweater? What? The sweater? What are you talking about? My fault. Yeah. Wrong scenario.
I'm telling y'all, I regularly interact with men who pick the answers that would give them the worst score.
Facts.
Trust me, the creators of this test aren't crazy.
They kind of are. But at the end of the day, wait, so what comes after I answer with B? Hey, John, what did you just say? Did I just, like, white knight him? I'm not saying that that's a white knight thing to check him in the office because, like, do what you do. But what if he punch you in your shit and you knock you out and what happens next? Because that just leaves the ball in his court for his response. Like, you don't know what type of day he done had. And, like, it could be your last moment and you not know. He wanted to see some titties and now you tell him he can't and now he about to, like, what if he rip your shirt open and start motorboating you as a grown man? These are just the scenarios that might happen or that would occur in a Seth Rogen directed movie. So I don't really know how to interpret this next. I'm not gonna laugh, obviously, because that would make anybody feel uncomfortable. What do you mean, hey John, what did you just say? As if you pressing a nigga. That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking. Motorboat? Okay, I'm assuming some of y'all at least 250 pounds. Like, cause why are you saying this in mixed company? But shit, I guess I'm gonna go with this one. I mean, it looks good. It looks good to say that. But in reality, you know, I probably just cover her. You know what I'm saying? I just stand in front of her so nobody can see the titties. That's really what it is. No lesbians considered? I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Leon and Sarah are having a nice evening together. Leon thinks Sarah will spend the night with him. Why is Leon black? Real nigga. Look at that dress she wants. Bro, what the fuck? Like, what are we talking about? Look at that dress she wants it. Come on, bro. A romantic dinner under the full moon. They've already kissed. Sex is obviously the next step. Obviously, you're wrong for assuming that this would happen. However, if you have had a situation like this 19 times already, and so far the night is going the same way on the 20th night as it was on the other 19, I'm not going to be shocked if you think that this is what's coming next. But you should never expect it. You should never expect it. I'm just saying, why would it be different this time? But you should never expect it is all I'm saying. 100% that's wrong. 100% he should never just like entitlement is just where people go wrong. That's all I'm saying. Maybe. But she may not want that, and if she does, she may also change her mind. See, I'm never... This is right here. Oh, first of all, this is fair. This is 100% correct. But if I feel like she may change her mind, I'm not even taking that opportunity. Like, what are we talking about? I don't want to even think about, like, this might not... Like, obviously, everybody got the right to, but I feel like if I'm that iffy on it, I'm not even trying to go there. Like, I would never even want to get in that position or in that mode where if we did get to that step and we got so far and then she's like, oh, yeah, she might change her mind, I'm good. I don't want to do nothing. I'm going to be honest. Nigga said, Cap, you don't know me. And that's great that you don't in that way because you shouldn't. But, sure, number C is obviously the right answer. The department manager tells Nadia that she won't need to go on a business trip this year so that she can make room for her family. Whoa. Oh, that sucks. Number C, you know what I'm like, obviously, because it's me. Whatever. How she handles her private life is none of his business. Facts. That's factuals. That's factual. Wait, hold on. Wait, did I fuck up? I didn't finish reading the other question. When women play a football game, there's no point. The bets aren't as high. Shit, you're not wrong. Oh my god. Wait, what do you mean by this though? On God though. I'm sorry. Come on, gang. Oh, look, come on. You're saying that's me, but I'll be parlaying. It's different. Come on. Come on. That's different. That's fucked up. Come on. Come on, man. Answer truthfully? Nah, I didn't make a grip off the WNBA. I can't say that. But I don't feel that way about, like, it's not just women's, like, football that I feel that way about. I feel that way about golf. I feel that way about fucking soccer. I'm not saying that the bets aren't high enough that you can't make a lot of money doing that anyway, but for sports that I don't watch that I would bet on, like, I obviously have this frame of thinking. It's not because it's women, it's just because it's a sport that I'm not interested in. What are we talking about? Yeah, table ping pong or table tennis. I would feel the same way about that. If they had parlays for table tennis, why the fuck would I be invested in that? Who cares? I never said how cute. I never said why she... It's good. It lasts 90 minutes and the 22 players try to score goals. They're not going to allow me to explain what I mean if I answer A. They're not going to let me explain. They're not going to let me explain. And that's fucked up because I got to agree with some shit that I don't really agree with. I don't actually, like, genuinely, like, come on, bro. Like, come on. You know what I mean by this. You know what I mean by this. You know what I mean by this. Be honest with myself. Then don't pick it. But I don't feel this way either. It does last 90 minutes and it's 22 players trying to score goals. That's factual. That's factual. Oh, they're saying that there's no point in the game being played. I don't feel like that. Sure. Oh God. No way. Police officers need to be strong, run fast, and bring suspects under control. This is a man's job. Oh my God. Way to go. Women are great at paperwork. Physical force is only one aspect of the work of police officers who need to be able to deal with various situations and to work with all sections of the population. You know what this test has taught me, chat? And I will be honest. This test has taught me I might just be sexist. But here's the thing though. There's levels at the end of the day. And obviously, sexism in any format is bad and should be addressed. But at the end of the day, and I mean like before the beginning of the night, you need layers as a person. This is just too black and white for me. Like, I don't even get an opportunity to express any type of, like, my own personhood in any capacity with questions and answers like these. Because it has to be one way. What Marlo tell dude that worked the security at that dollar store when he stole the suckers? You want it to be one way. But it's the other way. On Jesus Christ. It's always the other way. And you not looking that way, so you don't see this big ass semi coming to blow your shit. You're not hearing me. I get what you want me to say, and obviously this is the right thing to do. But you gotta leave space open for my personality to seep through these cracks. Cause if not, at some point I'm gonna just be a drone. We can't all be the same, but we gotta be on the same page. Message. We gotta be on the same page, but we don't all have to be the same. You're not hearing me, though. You're not hearing me. It all got to come around full circle. It all got to come around at the same time. But you're not hearing me. Like, obviously. But.
Can't be on the same page if we're two different books, Toe.
You just added extra shit, bro. That's how I know I'm talking to a nigga that's not even 25. Dumbass explanation. Dumbass, like, addition to the context. What we talking about, bro? Nigga saying, like what? Oh yeah, Rari, I'm not gonna lie. Step to the front. You need to be baptized. But this is not fair, man. I don't wanna get it like this. I already know the answers. This is this is the way that you answer when niggas is watching you. Like if I had my whole women family behind me, like I'm obviously gonna answer like that. It's like if it's one woman in the chat, I'm obviously cognizant of that and I'm gonna answer a specific way because they're watching me. But no, I didn't lie. Obviously, like you just have to, you gotta be a good person in front of people. But this not giving me enough space to be myself is what I'm saying. What the fuck is this? Bro, please. What this not even compiled in a way that look interesting. Who was this made by? A English professor? Bro, they got them sitting at the understand it. Bro, oh my God. They being serious, bro. Come on, please. Okay, what is this gonna give me if I answer this the correct way? Niggas is making fun of the way I said professor for a slight speech error, but they not sexist. You see what I'm saying? A man is not truly complete as a person unless he has the love of a woman. Hold on, this is a deep question. It's not. The fuck are you talking about? Wait. Hold on. What type of love they talking about? Obviously, I mean, I'm gonna be honest. But not really. But yeah, though. But not specifically a woman. But you do need to experience this. This is a tough question. So gay people can't be complete? You're so fucking stupid. That's not what I was referring to. They could be talking about motherly love. They could be talking about sisterly love. They could be talking about romantic love. Having love or having experienced love in different contexts from women, I think is still important. In the same way that I feel like it's beneficial for women to have experienced that with men, even if you are homosexual. It don't have to be romantic. But this is still a tough question no matter what. Like, what the fuck? I'm going with 3. Fuck it. Many women are seeking the I'm gonna be honest. This is kind of hiring policies that favor. Many women are seeking special favors, such as hiring policies that favor them over. I don't think that. Disaster women ought not be necessarily rescued before men. These are the same questions we just answered. Interpret innocent. Yeah, this is nothing. This is nothing. We already did it. I already did it. But the first question was good, but everything after that we already answered. People are too truly happy in life without being romantically involved with a member of the... Get the fuck out of here. It's fine. Chad, I proved it. They said I was a master anti-sexist. That's what they said. Why am I giving free pits? What are you talking about, bro? Is this my 3rd sexism quiz? No. I did prove it. Lucky, I appreciate you with the 40, bro. Big 40 like your mom. The other quiz said hostile sexism, though. Yeah, it said 0%. Were you not reading that? Can you not read? Are you validating what they were saying about women not being intelligent? 6, please. Don't let them win. Master at lying. I don't know what that means, but okay. It wasn't 3 quizzes. I started that one, but I didn't finish it. Stop dick sucking. Anyway. Why you go there? Go where? He got to do a sexuality quiz? No, he don't. Many men, many men wish dick upon me, Lord. I don't cry no more.